this time. Let me see if I can see chat. Nobody's in yet. Okay. Let's see. Well, I'll wait just a minute and see if I'm live the right direction. Hey, all right, I'm right side up now. Good, I did it. And I can see chat. Good. Okay. Well, I thought that I would set you up on here if I can get this thing to hold the camera right. And hopefully you don't go flying off. And we just go for a drive out to, pardon my hands. Let's see if I can get this on here. There we go. We'll go out to Notus. I gotta take the van in for some repairs. And I thought we'd just go for a drive. Anybody up for that? Hey, we got 3 people in here. All right. Nice. I gotta get out of here. People next to me are smoking, and I am allergic to smoke, and it really stinks anyway. Let's see if I can get out of here now. Oh, this guy's not even gonna let me back out. You see people backing out, and you just go ahead and go like gangbusters and don't let them back out. I like that. I think that's one thing that I miss the most about the way the world used to be. You know, the world used to be full of courteous people, and used to have respect for others. And I miss that. I gotta show you. Hang on. No, that didn't do it. Try it again. There we go. This is downtown Caldwell. It's beautiful down here. I'm gonna just go down some of the side streets real quick. They've put a lot of time and effort into fixing up downtown Caldwell and making it a destination. You gotta go real slow down through here though, because the road is so narrow. We have a lot of old buildings in here. And I just think it's beautiful. One of these days I'll come and do a walking tour of downtown Caldwell. Off to the left is a brand new apartment building, which doesn't fit this area, but powers that be, you know. Anyway, I think it's beautiful downtown Caldwell. So how is everybody today? When I'm driving, I can't really read comments, but I'll go back and check the live stream and read comments later. This is kind of the industrial side of town over here. This is the, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Dairy Gold, but this is our local Dairy Gold plant on the right. And there used to be Casa Valdez tortilla factory right down here, and it was a family-owned business, and they had a fire here a couple years ago, and it burned down right here at the stop sign. The factory inside burned, And so the family just closed up and sold the building. This is part of the old town Caldwell. Some of the old homes that were built here in the early days of Caldwell. A lot of them are being restored, and some of them, like this one coming up, it's the Rice House, which has a significance to Caldwell, which I'm unsure of, but they've just recently moved it to this location. You see some grand old homes in the area that they have turned into apartment buildings. So anyway, we gotta take the van in. Oh my goodness, terrible time of day to have to go through here. But we got to take the van in to have some work done on the lights, because right now we can't drive at night. It's hit or miss whether the lights are going to stay on, and that's not too safe. With winter coming on, it's not a good idea to be out and about. So, anyway, I just thought you might like to come along with me. I got everybody's prizes shipped off today, and I have tracking numbers for those who received big packages. If you just received a card with a sticker and seeds, then there won't be a tracking number. But if you received a package, then I will be emailing you with your tracking number. So those will be coming out to you later today. Your tracking number will be coming out to you later today. They are redesigning our interstate right here and accommodating the incredible growth in the area. They've torn down the west side of the freeway, the overpass right here. So everything is down to one lane, accommodating a city of 65,000 plus, and traffic is awful. Sometimes this side of the freeway is inaccessible, and they have it shut down so you can't even get to this side of the freeway. That makes it real fun for the people that live over on the Canyon Hill side of town. And they're doing work. There's only 3 exits into Caldwell, and they're doing work on 2 of them. Actually, all three of them. They're doing some kind of work. And for us, we have to use the freeway to get into town, pretty much. And it makes it really fun trying to get in and out of town. When we have to do business in town. Hey Logan, if you're still watching, I'm headed to Notus. You can come pick me up. We have a really good mechanic plus years. And they're going to see what they can do about fixing our light situation. I'll be so glad to have the lights fixed, and maybe they'll even figure out what our other problem is with the van, and we can get that fixed too. Who knows? I've had the van for almost 10 years, and we haven't really had to have any major work done on it, so I'm thankful for that. This little business coming up in front of us is called Rocky Mountain Fireworks and Fur Company, and they sell fireworks year-round. They also deal in trapping and furs and hides, which, you can take it or leave it, but it can be a real issue sometimes when it comes to the fireworks. Then we have a RV resort coming up on the left-hand side of the road. It's a really nice one. They put in fishing ponds and sports access like volleyball court and different things. They're building up the area, but in the process they're taking away a lot of farmland and habitat, like a little bit of swampland. Just taking that away, which is driving some of the wildlife into the populace, and then they get blamed for the things that they do. That kind of breaks my heart, because it's not their fault that their habitat's being taken away. Here a while back I went to a stinker station. There's one that's real close to where we live, but I went to a stinker station where my best friend works and showed you their grand reopening. Grand reopening. It was the first day open, and then they had a grand reopening a short time later. I didn't make it back for that, but I guess they're doing a pretty good business out there. This little community that we're coming into is where the business is that I went and toured the shop and got the history of here a short time ago. The Notus Garage and Mercantile. If you haven't seen that video, that one's pretty cool. This is a major highway that actually runs not just through Idaho, but several other states as far as I'm aware. Highway 20, Highway 26 joined together to form this road. It goes clear across the state, the southern portion of the state. We had a major train wreck here several years ago. Oh gosh, I don't even remember remember how long ago. I think Bronson was still in high school, maybe junior high, when they had this train wreck out here. It was quite the ordeal. They had train cars all the way into some of the farmers' fields across the road from the train track when they had the wreck. Fortunately, there were no injuries, but it was quite an ordeal. They had the road closed for several hours while they got train cars moved and debris cleaned up. That really hindered traffic during morning commute and midday commute. This is one of the main lines for the Union Pacific. Right now they're harvesting onions and sugar beets and potatoes in the area. Those are the main crops that are being harvested. They'll harvest some of the corn and turn it into silage. And some of the corn they leave in the fields through the winter for the wildlife. And then they'll harvest it and chop it in the spring and turn it into feed for the animals. It's always sad to see the fields barren like they are right now. When you live in a farm community, you always got to be prepared for the equipment to be out on even on the main highways like this, and not get in a rush. Just be patient and give them space. They'll eventually turn off and get where they're going. Too many people get in a big rush and then they try to go around them. And that's when accidents happen. But if it weren't for our farmers and our ranchers, we wouldn't have food. I always try to remind people of that. They're a vital part of our society. This field right here that we're coming up to is where those train cars were. They came all the way from this train track on the left and landed in the fields on the right. I don't think I ever did hear what caused that train wreck. This Jackson's right here several years ago, there was a murder. One of the clerks was murdered. They never have found the people who did it. And this little community that we're in is, I think on my video that I did, the population was 622 in this little community. hope you enjoyed this little tour of another part of our amazing community here in Southwest Idaho. We're almost to the shop where I'm going to be leaving my little Sadie, my van. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here so I can drop her off and she can get her headlights fixed. But one of these days I'll come and do a little tour of the area, show you around a little bit more, talk a little bit about the history of the area. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you again another time. Have a great day.